About 4 months ago, a woman came to me online and then she chatted me up and she wanted to talk about her debt issues because I have a group where people who are in debt gather together, and then from time to time we get programs and then they attend. So she wanted to get out of debt, and then she joined the group. After she joined the group, she chatted me. So when she chatted me up, she began to tell me about her ordeal and the debt she was in, and I was reading it. At a point, I became so sad and burdened and heavy and pained, and I had to leave online. I told her, just keep typing. When I'm back, I would read and reply you. And then she sent a couple of voice notes to which I don't have her permission. I would have sent it, I would have recorded it here so that you hear it. I don't have her permission to share her voice notes. So, but one thing happened to that woman. She got married to a man that she's supposed to trust and they're supposed to build life with, right? So she got married to him, and then she's a very successful woman. She was a very successful woman before the marriage, and when she got married to this man, she felt she should bring him into her business. So when she brought this man into the business, and we decided, okay, since we are husband and wife, let's actually grow this business. She cooks food and then she gets contracts from government to distribute this food, and it was a constant thing. So because of the trust and love she has for her husband, she literally left everything in his care. Everything. So pregnancy sets in sometimes, and then she will have to just stay and then just supervise, tell him where to get the goods and all of that, or even call the people that are giving her this goods and supplying her this goods to send it to their shop, to their location, for them to execute this contract. Money are being paid. She gave his account number for this monies to be paid. And then, long story made short, the man was not paying the people they were collecting these goods from, the raw materials, the food stuff from. He wasn't paying them. He was not giving the wife money because she was pregnant, she was at home. He brought in his mother to stay with them. And then, after the mother was with them, he gives his mother money for upkeep. And then, when she's hungry, the mother would give her out of the money to go and cook or to go and eat. This is a woman that has her life going before marriage. And she got tired and decided to ask, okay, people started calling her, you've not paid money for this, you've not paid money for rice, you've not paid money for oil, you've not paid money for that. And she was like, no, we've been paid the contract. We've been paid, the contract has been paid, and this money is supposed to be settled. And she approached the husband and asked him, why have you not paid all this money? Why are they calling me? He said the government have not paid for the contract. He said, no, they have paid for the contract. I have somebody there and I asked. And he flared up. You are asking, are you thinking I'm lying? Or are you thinking I'm trying to this? I told you they've not paid and therefore I cannot pay them. Then she realized that there was something foul, and then she re-asked again, and they told her they have paid the money, and which, yes, evidence proved it, they have paid the money, but the husband did not pay the people. Then this was how her life began to change drastically. As of when we spoke, she had two children and she was pregnant. And I could feel the pain in her voice. I could feel the regret in her voice. She said she has nowhere else to run to. She has nowhere else to go. And her husband is not treating her right. She is in debt because they collected all those things in her name. They've taken her to police stations severally, and she does not know what to do. Hearing this story broke me, and I wonder how. How did she get entangled with such a human being? Yes, a lot of people change after marriage, and marriage really reveal the true nature of people. But to go to that extent to ruin the business of this woman, right now she does not even have a shop. She does not even have a place to call her own. And her mother-in-law is staying with her, like from her story, from her own side of the story. She said she's not finding it easy. And the husband is not always at home because he has money, obviously, and he's not staying at home, he's not meeting her needs, and she's frustrated. Marriage is a covenant. So if you choose to marry somebody and you know you're not going to be faithful to that person and you're going to send that person's life into a dungeon, it is best you don't marry them and leave them the way they are. When I asked her, don't you have uncles? Don't you have uncles? Don't you have a father, mother to run to? She said she's an orphan. And that even broke me the more. Now, this is an orphan that thought she found love and entrusted her life and her whole being to this man. But the man turned around and shattered everything. Why am I sharing this story? I want to draw your attention to something. Husband and wife are one. So my Bible teaches me, and so my Bible told me, and so I believe. But business is different from family funds. Yes. When you're running a business, you should have a business account. If you want to co-own it, you should make sure that the signatories are two persons, and then one person should not sign on behalf of the other. And when it comes to the issue of people's money and supplies, you should know that directly this is it. You should have a staff aside you and just your husband, even if you're just starting out. You should have somebody that is neutral, is not from you, is not from your husband, and then you should know how to direct funds. Now, this woman is in debt. The man is bawling from her own side of the conversation. He's bawling, and she is there. She's depressed. She's overwhelmed, and she's still left with the care of these children, all because she trusted the man. It's not bad to trust your husband, but in this case, this man is likely not a husband, but just a man. A lot of families have gone through that. A lot of people have gone through that. A lot of husbands too have gone through such situations, and also some wives too. Most wives have gone through such situation. But please, when you're married to somebody, let them trust you. Let them trust you with their life, with their being, with their resources. Don't draw them into something that they will regret ever having contact with you. Okay? In case you're in that situation, I pray that the good Lord will bring you out. And sister, in case you come across this video, I thank you for sharing with me, and I pray you for taking the advice I've given you, and I just pray that the Lord brings every person out of debt, and I pray that the Lord God Almighty will direct us to the right things to do, how to do them, accompanied with what we are also learning. And this is me saying, I love you and I want you to become debt free. In case you've watching this video till this time means you're interested in this channel. So please help us grow to at least our first 1,000 subscribers, and then to 100 and all. And then we should continue. Please share, like, subscribe, and then save this video. Maybe you want to use it to encourage someone. Separate your business money from personal money, and if you're in business with your spouse, make sure you separate this money and focus on what to do with time. Okay, I love you. Bye.